Hello, everyone. If someone is there, please let me know in the comments. This is an unexpected live, so I don't know if you're there. Let me know. Thank you.
Friday evening, state police hurry into the cemetery, returning to the crime scene. Undercover officers did some work and left about 20 minutes later. At the same time, troopers checking out a car left at the High Bridge trailhead. Turned out to be a woman and kids out walking. Shows the high pace of police activity that'll go through the weekend, they say. Near sunset, up on High Bridge Trail,
I thought it was important to do.
Chastity Gerald knew both Libby German and Abby Williams, the girls murdered not far from here. Libby was a good friend.
She loved to swim. And she's like always nice and happy.
Still hard to believe that it's happened, she says. Chastity was not on the trail Monday, but her friends were, and they told about a man they saw.
Yeah, they said that they had said hi and he just like brushed them off and kept going.
Did they think he was strange, out of place, or?
He said he was, but then again, it could just be a rumor.
They described him dressed in black. Meanwhile, police continued the search for this man. He would have been on the trail the same time as the girls.
So maybe could be a little bit louder if possible. Okay, I'm gonna try. You let me know if it's gonna work or not. Let me know if
They said they
it's
want to
better
talk to
now.
him about what he
Bodo,
saw.
thank you so much.
And last night's search of a Delphi house will not lead to an arrest in this case, police say.
You can still feel the tension with it. Before it was peaceful, it's not really peaceful anymore.
Vincent brought his mother out to the bridge. Janine Carter has studied the photo released by police.
And we got the magnifying glass out. And those is what we call hunting pants. It's like something somebody that's into bird hunting or duck hunting would wear. And those was popular back in the 90s.
She and her fiancé among the hundreds who have tipped police.
And I told the detective, he said that it looked awfully like the guy he used to work with. And he said back then he knew that guy had a house down in this area. And he said he knew he was still around.
Just one of the tips officers are running down.
Where'd your papa go?
Back on the trail, Chastity's stepmother joined the kids.
They want to be involved to show their condolence.
Chastity wears her heart on her hand.
That's when they went missing.
Police hope legitimate tips will keep coming in and keep that system busy. We've got that number for.
Hi guys, how are you? Hello Mario Lara. What's up? Buddha in a beanie. Thank you for your feedback. I hope my sound is better now. So this is my second time. I'm good, thank you, sir. Okay, me too, I'm good. But actually, there's a lot of turbulence right now, but it's gonna be okay. Anyways, so I was presenting this clip that was Chastity Jarrell. I'm sure you know about that. She said that there was a man in black at the time of the murders, around the time of the murders, but because we don't even know what was the time of the murders, what was the time of the death. According to the law enforcement, they said everything was done at about 3 o'clock. But I don't know, that's weird. Anyway, Chastity Jarrell, she was friends with Libby and Abby, and some friends of Chastity. They were on the 13th February 2017 on the trails, and they saw a man in black. So I don't think this is taking like properly. This is a huge statement. They don't say that there was a man in blue. They are not talking about a blue jacket. They are talking about a man in black. So we know that there are two sketches the old bridge guy sketch, the young bridge guy sketch, and actually there are four sketches. And those girls, they were saying that there was a man in black, and I don't know. That blows my mind. What do you think about that? Another thing, and I know this is gonna cost me a lot of subscribers because this community is very. There's a polarization here that I don't understand why. If you express your opinions and it's against your favorite podcaster or your favorite YouTuber, right now you're gonna be crushed. But anyways, I have to speak my mind. Yesterday I was watching a video. There were two, and there are good YouTubers. They were talking about the Odinist theory and stuff like that, and there's a thing that I don't understand and I don't like here. There was a guy, Elvis Fields. He was confessing at the time of the murders, and those YouTubers, they were making fun of that. Like, this is a guy with mental disabilities. This is a guy who's not able uh, to to make reasoning properly. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. This type of statement, they need law enforcement and the defense. They have to talk about that during the legal process. Is not a joke. There's something saying that he was there during the murders with other people. I don't care if this guy he has the IQ of a 5 years old child. I don't care about that. He was saying that he was there. He was confessing. Keegan Klein was confessing. Hey, Simdal, how are you? Simdal, I know you're gonna crash my thoughts here. Thank you so much for being here. I love Simdal. This guy is a brain. I hope someday you're gonna have your own channel, man. I love your thinking and your thinking reasoning process, let's say. Anyway, so if law enforcement they have a solid case, and don't get me wrong, I think that Richard Allen is slightly involved in the crimes. For sure, he's part of this one way or another one. I don't know how, but he's an actor. I don't know if he's the killer or he was just cleaning the mess or helping other guys. I don't know, but don't get me wrong. I think he's part of this, but because of the incompetence of law enforcement, this guy, he may walk free at one point. And this is not justice for the girls. This is not justice. If he is actually involved, he deserves a fair trial here. And all of this stuff is it's not a joke. Elvis Fields confessing, Keegan Klein confessing, those are confessions as well. They have to talk about that during the process. They cannot stop this type of discussion during the legal process. They have to talk about that. They have to allow the defense to bring those points. If the case is so solid for the law enforcement, please, they have to allow this type of conversation to be there during the process. That's my opinion. I don't get the point of other people saying that Elvis Fields is just making false confessions. He's just mentally unable uh, to make proper reasoning. I don't understand that. It makes me really mad. It's important. And if Todd Click and Murphy and Ferenczi, they were so solid in that direction, it's because there's something there. Uh, I don't understand. So Simdal, what is surprising me the most is the defense not utilizing the clients. Makes me think there's something there. I agree, 100%. I agree. And my opinion is that there's maybe some kind of connection between the clients and Richard Allen. That's for sure speculation, but the fact the defense is not using the clients as part of this strategy, yeah, for sure, I agree. I'm 100% with you. And you know what's my opinion about the clients? For sure, the clients are involved here, and the Rajib is not a joke. The Grissom Air Force Base confession is not a joke. That triggered the search of the Wabash River, and then there was the arrest of Richard Allen. There was like a domino effect, one thing after the other one. 100% with you. The clients are involved here, and as you know, there's the Grissom Air Force interview is part of the files that are going to be treated or discussed in the process. Kelt, you think that Dropbox could be the connection? I don't know. I hope so. Uh, I'm trying to find myself the connection there. Um, you know, the brother of Cathy Allen, he was into motorcycle. He was into that type of Harley Davidson stuff, and there was a. This is big speculation here, guys. So I don't want to go there, but in Peru, Indiana, there was a how's the name in English for that? We call it here like an atelier, a shop, a motorcycle shop, and that was the owners of that shop were the Allens from the Katie Allen side, and at one point I'm trying to do some kind of connection there, but there's a lot of speculation. I don't have the right information. I'm gonna do a video soon about that. I was sharing that information with other creators, and they think that they may be a connection there, but I don't want to give some false information without proof. But I think that the brother of Cathy Allen, that may be the element, the connection element between Richard Allen and the clients. That's my opinion, and that's the direction I'm taking right now. So in the near future, I'm gonna do some kind of videos about that. I would like to listen to you guys. If some of you want to call and to talk to me, that would be awesome. Coming back to the to the Odinist stuff, you know, I don't think that there was like a sacrifice stuff. The Odinist is mostly related to some kind of, think about the Sons of Anarchy, think about the Hell Angels, just change the word. change the word Odinist by Hell Angels, by how can I say, Sons of Anarchy. This type of group. The thing is not the situation here is not sacrifice or ritual related. It could be drug related. Anyway, I want to hear you guys. What do you think about that? Cult. Since Keegan Klein arrested, look at who has been arrested for CSAM. Look for connections. Yeah, I agree. And even before Keegan Klein, I wouldn't disregard Chadwell, because as I was talking or as I was telling in a previous streaming, let's say, we have a horizontal line during 5 years. Nothing happened. 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21, nothing happens. Then we have Chadwell. And after Chadwell, we have Keegan Klein. After Keegan Klein, we have Richard Allen. So it's not crazy to think that there's potential connection there between Chadwell, Kleins, and Allen. If you remember, there was this haircut saloon that was how can I say, visited by Chadwell and by the clients, but Keegan. So at least we know that there's a connection. I don't know if they met there, but there's a connection point that was that haircut saloon between Chadwell and Keegan. So and remember that they were owning pit bulls. Keegan Klein and Chadwell, they had pit bulls, and they were going to the same saloon, so they met there potentially. So there's a potential connection between Chadwell and Klein. So Chadwell was arrested, and right after that arrest, Keegan Klein was in the loop, and right after that we have Richard Allen. So I don't know. I think that they may be some kind of connection there. I don't know, guys. Let me your comments in the chat, and let me know if my sound is good, my image is good. I'm testing some stuff here, some light, some sound, some stuff. So let me know if everything is all right. I would appreciate if you can call and we can talk about that. Simdal, it might be some obscure forum somewhere where these animals communicate. They don't even have to physically know each other, just trying to outdo each other. Yeah, for sure. And remember that one of the accounts of Keegan Klein was, the master is here. The master is here. So he was, in my opinion, of course, speculating and this far-fetched, but they are proud of some stuff. And he was using that kind of link. The master is here. So to me, he was the master of something, of some kind of chat, of some kind of forum, as you call it. Maybe he was the administrator of some kind of chat, let's say. So yeah, for sure, I agree. They were communicating in that kind of scenario. Sinclair Reed, happy to see you here. In Korea, a huge X extortion ring was busted a few years back, and in that ring, in order to get to different levels, you had to share content. People all contributed pics. Yeah, I saw that I saw that documentary in I don't know if it was in Netflix or Amazon. I know what are you talking about. That's crazy. And I think some of the girls that were in that situation, uh, they were committing suicide or something like that. That was very dark. That was really crazy. Yeah, I know that. I saw that documentary. Is crazy. Yeah, of course. So, anyways, coming back, it's hard to follow this case because every single day there's a new motion, a new thing presented to the judge from the defense, from the law enforcement. So I'm not up to date at all. It's hard to follow it. We need to have like a full-time job to follow this case. But one of the things that maybe I'm wrong, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the motions that were presented by the law enforcement was that everything related to Odinist, to Elvis Fields, to what's the name, Brad Holder or Patrick Westphal, that couldn't be part of the process. And I don't know if that was accepted or not by the judge, but to me that is really crazy. If they have a solid case against Richard Allen, the, all this Odinist situation that should be allowed to be part of the process. The defense, in my opinion, they have the right to present that during the processes. If they cannot do that, it's not gonna be a fair trial for Richard Allen. And again, don't get me wrong. I think he's part of this crime, one way or another. But at the same time, he deserves a fair trial, in my opinion. Uh, Coventina Sapere, how are you? Good to see you here. There's a good podcast called Hunting Warhead about bringing down a certain pedo ring. I don't know. I don't know that, but I'm gonna look for it. Sounds interesting. Thank you for the information. Uh, what else do we have here? We saw people doing the one up with the crime scene pics. Now for the pedos. I think they are steps ahead of law enforcement because I don't know. My fear or what I'm worried about is that this guy is gonna walk free because of the incompetence of the law enforcement. And I don't know if I really don't know if that's gonna be justice for the girls. And maybe it's not gonna happen here. Maybe he's gonna be declared guilty right now, but there are like basement for appeal. For sure, if he's found guilty, right now he has the right to appeal. And to me, that's not correct. If law enforcement has something really solid right now, I don't know, guys, what do you think about that? GT Ernesto, hey, how are you, man? Happy to see you here. You're one of the loyals, and thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments, or you can call too if you have something to say about that. And I would be happy to know your opinion about this. Yeah, haven't seen you in forever. Me too. Where were you, man? Where were you, JT Ernesto? Um, Sinclair. I don't know if he's guilty or innocent, but the shenanigans going to create the illusion the prosecution is inept or corrupt. I have that impression, actually. I think that they are really inept and maybe corrupt, and that's the problem here. Uh, I the problem is that they're giving that impression to the public opinion. And right now, everyone is worrying about Richard Allen, and we should be worrying about Abby and Libby. And we are worrying about Richard Allen. Oh, poor guy. Oh, he's not having a fair process. He's being treated like a dog. He's being treated like an animal. We are worrying about Allen, and we should be worrying about Abby and Libby. Why? Because of the fucking incompetence of law enforcement and the judge. If this case is handled in the proper way, we shouldn't be worried about Richard Allen. But that's my problem. I don't like to think about that, but I have to think about that. The guy is being treated in in a way that is not the proper way. Anyway, GT Ernesto, just taking it all. Great to see you doing live streams. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how this software works. I'm not very like. Uh, I'm trying just to play a little bit with this. StreamYard is very friendly. Actually, I was kind of overwhelmed of all the functionalities, but yeah, it works really well. And guys, if you want to create your own channel, just do it. You have great points, and it's easy. You just have to connect to create an account. You already have a YouTube account. Go to StreamYard and create your channel. It's cool. It's fun, and we can create this community. I would like to see you guys having your own channels. This is awesome, and it's not difficult. I was like, I was watching Greg Hughes and Sleuth Intuition and other creators, and how they do this is crazy. It's easy. It's really easy. Right now I'm present my the video is I'm using for the video my cell phone. I bought a really cheap microphone, and if I understand well, you can hear me well. A light like that, Amazon light, is really cheap. And my background, I'm really proud of my background here. I have my snow table here, one of them. As you know, in this country, we have like 8 months of snow. So I need to have my snow stuff here. Those are my my shoes that they're too big. My poopy. Where's my poopy? She's crazy, actually. She's very crazy, and she's barking all the time. If I'm not playing with her, she's really crazy. So sometimes I have to give her some kind of a little bit of a melatonin to calm her down. So right now she's sleeping. That's it. Anyway, I lost my points. So you're doing fine. The creep. You're doing fine, creep. Thank you, Simdal. So you are a good pop daddy. Oh, that's okay, Kelt. And I love your avatar. I love your. What kind of dog is that? It's beautiful, really, for real. Derby Kitty 666 melatonin does nothing for my crazy pit bull. Oh my god, my dog is barking at pit bulls like she's the boss, and one day she's gonna be eaten by pit bulls. I'm really afraid of that. Uh, Killed. She's a Mexican street dog. Simdal, do you have a dog? You want to share your dog experience here? Okay, what about the red jeep guys? What do you think about that? I'm still thinking that this is not a coincidence. This is not a false statement. It's weird. And again, I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but that's the way when I think about Keegan Klein, we know that this guy was a liar, or he's a liar, and 99% of the things he says is a lie. He's a freaking liar. He's clearly a liar. But remember that he was always lying or for its own benefit to get out of trouble. And when he's talking about the red jeep, remember that allegedly he said that he was waiting in the red jeep while another guy was committing the crime. We think is Tony Klein with someone else. That's the first time he put himself in the crime situation, in the crime scenario. So there's a change of, how can I say that? There's a difference here. In my opinion, he may not be lying. It's different. He's not using lies to benefit himself. He's using, in my opinion, this may be true. And again, we have the Grissom Air Force Base situation, the Wabash search, river, etc., and that triggered the Richard Allen arrest, right? So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know that in the comments. Do you have any recommendations, suggestions? I'm a failure, and I'm trying to get some of my favorite creators to have some kind of conversation here or some kind of interchange of ideas, but it's not going very well. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay. They Simdal. They delayed locking him up for so long. He clearly had some use to law enforcement. Yeah, and remember that interview in the Air Force Base. That's gonna be part of the process of the Richard Allen's process. So I don't know what's gonna be there. I think he was singing. He confessed, and that's gonna be part of the process. Everyone is ignoring that point, or not ignoring, but they're not talking too much about that. And I really think there's something there. Kurt, he's incriminating himself and his dad. Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. We know that Tony Klein, he was a psycho, or he's a psycho. I don't know if he's guilty or not, but I know that he's a fucking psycho. He almost killed his son, hitting his head in the toilet. So I don't know. I would expect anything. And remember that he was shooting his daughter. And this guy's a fucking psycho. He's crazy. And Keegan Klein now incriminating himself and Tony Klein. Well, you cannot ignore that. What else? They delayed locking him up for so long. Oh yeah, okay, so Keegan Klein got 40 years. Yeah, that's true. Sindel, I'm so sorry about your poop. I missed that. What happened with your poop, Sindel? Sorry. If something happened to your dog, that's the worst thing that could happen here, man. Ernesto, your thoughts on this still being a lone wolf or more than one involved? It's not me saying this. It was law enforcement. They said that they may be another actors here, and I'm 100% positive that this is not a lone wolf scenario. And just the mess with the witness. Every witness is describing the suspect in a different way, different heights, different color of the clothes. We have Chastity Jarrell talking about a man in black. We have Becky observing a young male, 20 years old. Other witness describing the suspect in a different way, different age, different height. To me, there were different or several people at that time. So yeah, there are multiple actors here in that case. Deja Vu. Hey, what's up, Deja Vu? How are you? Thank you so much. You are one of the usual suspects here. Oh, sorry, the loyals. What got you into Delphi? That's a good question. I think that I used to follow a guy in YouTube. This guy is I don't know if you know the guy. He's awesome. I'm gonna play some. Maybe you're gonna. The name of the guy is it's Mike, and let me see. Maybe you're gonna recognize this guy.
Si vous voulez un poste, un CV passe-partout ne suffit pas. Il y a un moyen simple de créer.
13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German were best friends in the 8th grade at Delphi Community Middle School in Delphi, Indiana, a small Midwestern town consisting of fewer than 3,000 residents, known for its blue-collared workers, avid hunters and fishers, and the annual Delphi Bay.
Anyway, this guy is awesome. His name is Mike, and the channel is called That Chapter. And he was making a video about Delphi at the time, and it was a very well done video. I love this guy, and because of that, I became like obsessed with the case. I started to investigate. I started to contact some people that may be like a good. I'm not the best investigator here because I don't have time to do that. So, but I contacted some Keegan Klein's friends, Chadwell's friends, trying to have some information, and then I put that in my channel, and I just became obsessed with this. And I was trying just to, I'm not gonna solve this case for sure. I'm just asking questions. I'm trying to find gaps. I'm trying to be, I don't know, how can I say? Yeah, asking questions is the way. Finding gaps is the way. I'm not how can I say, I'm not messing with the process. I'm not working, or of course I'm not working. I'm nothing. My channel is like 1,500 followers, but you are a quality followers, I don't mind. But I'm not working with law enforcement. I'm not working with the defense. No, I'm thinking by myself. I'm listening to you guys. I love to have interchange of ideas. You guys, some of you are really bright. Sometimes as I told you, Sim, that I love your reasoning process, and most of you guys, you're awesome. And I love like movies, so I try to do some fun videos connecting this case with some movies, because there's a lot of drama here. Not everything needs to be like a drama. It can be, it can be respectful, but at the same time, we can have some. Sorry if this is the wrong word, but we can have some kind of fun. It doesn't have to be like there's already a lot of drama. So if we put some correlation between movies and the case, it will be easier to digest this thing. I lost. The movie analogies are great. My favorite cryptos content. Thank you, man. Yeah, I love movies, and sometimes I'm watching a movie, and right away I do the connection with Delphi. Oh, I have to do this video, and making videos it takes a lot of time. A video of, I don't know, 5 minutes, it can take 1 day or 2 days, and it's not gonna be the best video, and it's gonna have like 100 views. That's depressing. So anyway, but we're here and we're having fun. I love doing videos, doing edition or editing, and I love to talk to you guys. Hey, who's the one who's gonna call? I want to talk to you guys, please. Aries Fire. They knew about social media and Keegan Klein from the beginning and denied social media involvement. Abby's grandpa even says that they met up with people that were not who they say they were. Yeah, I know. And I think that even, what's the name of the former prosecutor, Richard Ives, he said that there was no social media connection. And the thing here is we have to take the words of law enforcement as a fact, because we don't have a choice, sadly. But when we see the clumsiness of the law enforcement over time, I cannot take their words as a fact right now. So at the beginning, they were saying no, there's no social media connection. Right now, there's a clear connection. And the Jerry Holman, Dirty Holman stuff. I don't know. I cannot trust law enforcement. Sadly, when we are trying to make a case here, of course, we need facts to elaborate a theory. But when the facts come from law enforcement, are they facts? I don't think so. I cannot trust law enforcement right now. Seriously. Oh my God, Holman. I agree 100% with you, Coventina. 100% it's a shame. oh my god, no words. I hate these guys. You know, there are these content creators that some of them I usually don't agree, or I disagree with their ideas. And one of them is CD, which is great. He's great, but I disagree. And he was a former law enforcement officer or something like that. Surprised because in a recent streaming, he was saying that the way that the prosecution and the law enforcement is behaving is not the way. So I think I'm not that crazy, and I don't know. And again, one of the things that bothers me the most is the Elvis Fields confession. I don't know if he was properly investigated. I know that a lot of people are thinking that he's just a crazy guy. He was looking for attention, but that's really shady. That's something that he was telling his sister that take my blue jacket on the 14th, February 14, 2017. There were not public details released to the public. And he was talking about the antlers. Now we say that there were no antlers, but for him there were antlers. That was his interpretation. He was mimicking the crime scene horror picture, and I don't know. I think that the defense should be allowed to bring this point into the process. Is not a joke. Yesterday, Fig and Gray Hughes, they were laughing about that. This guy he has mental disability, blah blah blah. It's not a joke. It's not a fucking joke. Yeah, you're great guys. Fig, I respect you, Gray Hughes. You have 1,000 followers and 1,000 views and whatever. Sorry, I'm venting right now, but this is not a fucking joke. If law enforcement they have a solid case, this should be allowed to be discussed or to be part of the conversation, and the juries they have the right to listen to about that stuff. Elvis Fields definitely suspect, 100%. I agree. Sorry, I need to give me just 1 second here, guys. Some folks have an agenda. It's obvious. I cannot take him seriously. Yeah, me too, and that's really sad because there's a clear agenda here, and there's an agenda. There's an agenda in both sides. There's an agenda from the prosecution side and from the defense side. There are YouTubers and there are content creators working with the defense, and there are content creators working with the prosecution. And that's to me, that's a fact. We know the anyway, I don't want to go there anymore, but this is really sad. And give me just 1 second here, guys. One thing that it was really crazy, in my opinion, was the meeting between Holman and Todd Click, and it was this guy Brad Holder there. So to me, that was a message to Todd Click, like don't mess with us, like what's the name of this band? Radiohead. This is what is going to happen if you mess with that. Yeah, that was a clear message to Todd Click. Don't mess with us. And that's maybe why Murphy, the officer that was working with Todd Click and Ferenczi, that's maybe Murphy is not talking. I don't know if he's not talking because he's afraid, or just because Todd Click is just taking, he's in charge, he's handling the whole Odinist investigation angle. But it's special that Murphy is not talking about that. It's only Todd Click. But maybe the defense was asking only Todd Click to talk about that and not asking Murphy. So give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna play that clip here. Give me just 1 second.
What about June of 2023? Did you hear from Nick McClelland at any time? No, I did not. What about July of 2023? Did you hear from Mr. McClelland then? No, I did not. What about August? Did you hear from McClelland then? I was contacted by Mr. Mullins of Mr. McClelland's office, and it was mid-August, I believe, of 2023. Tell me about that. He wanted to set up a meeting with me and Detective Holman and asked that I provide all of my investigative materials, which would include police reports, audio, video recordings of interviews, and then they told me that they would sit down with me and go over some of the evidence that they had against Mr. Allen to try and put my mind at ease. Put your mind at ease. That is correct. I want to talk about some, so like videotapes of who? Who did you, well, strike that. Did you do that when you arrived? Yes, I did. Okay. Did Mr. McClelland ask you in May, well, or anybody from law enforcement ask you to bring any of those items in May of 2023? No, sir. Did anybody in law enforcement or in Mr. McClelland's office ask you to bring any of those pieces of evidence, videos of Elvis Fields and others in June of 2023? No, sir. In July of 2023? Or no, sir. Okay, but it was in August of 2023. Yes. All right. So then what did you do? So I went to the Indiana State Police Post and met with the detectives, Mr. Holman and Mr. Vito, Phonetic, I believe. What happened there? I provided them with everything that I had. I provided them with a thumb drive that contained all of the interviews that was conducted. I believe there was some cell phone extraction data that was also included in that, like my audio and video interviews. And then I sat down with Detective Vito for approximately an hour or so and just gave a brief summary of the investigative work that Ferenczi, Murphy, and I had completed. Did they seem interested in your investigative efforts? In my opinion, no. Well, you said that you were there because how is it that you phrased it, that you were concerned? Part of it was that they were going to show me evidence against Mr. Allen to help put my mind at ease. Did they do that? No, sir. Question: after this meeting with Vito and Holman and whoever else you said, what then happened? I left the state police post. As I was walking out, I noticed Brad Holder sitting in the front lobby. As I was walking out, I noticed Brad Holder sitting in the front lobby. As I was walking out, I noticed Brad Holder sitting in the front lobby.
That's crazy. Brad Holder was waiting in the lobby. If that's not a message, if that was not a message to to Todd Click. I don't know. To me, it couldn't be a coincidence. What do you think about that? That was really dirty. Like, you better keep your mouth closed, or something's gonna happen to you. Maybe like you're gonna be unalive, like Ferenczi. Hey, Carol, thank you so much. See you in the next live. Thank you so much for showing up. I know you're always here. Thanks again. Yeah, intimidation tactics. Totally. So there's something here with the Todd Click investigation. There's something there. There's the Elvis Fielder's statement. They don't like to have that in the process that is coming soon. And again, I'm not saying Richard Allen is innocent. I'm not saying that at all. But I think there's something there's some connection with other people. Elvis Fields may be connected, or he may know something. Maybe he wasn't there, but he was friends, or he knew Brad Holder, he knew Johnny Messer, he knew Patrick Westphal. So maybe he knew some information. Maybe he was not there. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's a false confession, but a false confession based on some information he had at the time, because those details were not released to the public on the 14th. That's I don't know. What do you think, guys, about that? That's crazy. And the fact that Brad Holder was there when Holman called Todd Click for the meeting blows my mind. That's the perfect script for a movie. Couldn't be better. It's crazy. So I don't know. So who's gonna be the brave guy or girl that's gonna call here? Please call and express your points, and you can talk. You know that this is a space where you can talk freely with no. If you're respectful, you can just call and say express your opinions. Sorry. Deja vu. Just my opinion. I'm shy. Me too. I'm shy. Deja vu. Do you know what does it mean? Your name, deja vu. Deja vu is already seen in English, or ya visto in Spanish, meaning something that happened in the past, and it comes to your mind right now. So something that you already experienced in the past. I'm pretty sure you know about that because you chose your name, deja vu. Deja is already vu is seen, already seen. Deja vu. Celt, no problem, no worries, man. Lag of the brain. Okay. I think how long I'm being here right now? It's I don't know. Anyway, do you want to talk about something else, or do you have any questions? Do you have something to put on the table? Some recommendations, some suggestions? Anyway, Let me know in the comments. I think I'm gonna close this live soon. Kurt, part of the problem are too many potential suspects. So many. Yeah. The only problem I see with the multiple suspects is the DNA, because when you have a lot of people working together, it's easier to have some traces of DNA, and apparently we don't have a lot of DNA here in this case. So when you have only one person, it's going to be easier for that person to destroy the DNA traces. But when you have 2, 3, 4 people, that's going to be more difficult. So that's the only thing that I don't know, makes me think about that. But I think a lot of people are involved, or not a lot, at least 2 or 3 persons. And involved doesn't mean to be physically there. It means that there's some kind of connection. Let's say if we talk about Keegan Klein and the catfish scenario, that means that he was an actor, but it doesn't mean that he was physically at the crime scene. You know what I mean? So yeah, multiple actors are very likely. So, but multiple actors at the crime scene, I don't know. The other thing that bothers me a lot is the creek. To me, it's really unlikely that one person and 2 girls they cross the creek. It's I don't know. It really is something that it doesn't enter in my head. I don't know, what do you think about that. I know we talk about muddy and bloody guy, bloody and muddy. Sorry for my English. And that may be an indication that maybe he crossed the creek, but it's not the only indication. I don't know. I'm thinking at the same time I'm talking right now, so I think it's really unlikely that one person crossed the creek with 2 guns. Yeah, thank you. Someone was offering me a glass of wine. That's a good point, Sindal. I think he tried to wash up at the creek bank, hence the mud. Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe that was the case. Yeah. Coventina. The phone pings is extremely interesting to me. To me too. This is crazy. I remember that according to the words of Mike Patty, the cell phone was pinging all around the town. So I don't know. I know that there are a lot of experts talking about the towers and how the towers capture the pings of the cell phone, but it's weird. One phone pinging all around the town. I don't know. That would be an indication. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got a tweet. That's an indication that the girls, or at least the cell phone, was moved. I don't know. What do you think about that? And Sorry, I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, sorry. I have a blank in my mind right now. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, Sindar. What about let me play something here for you guys, and you can. I'm being a little bit narcissist here, but I wanna play this video.
We're at the table by the window, the view casting shadows. The sun was pushing through.
What did you say embedding was? Embedding? Oh, embedding is our tendency to latch on to the first bit of information that we're offered and overlooking or even ignoring contradictory information. It's a fascinating principle.
Shut up. I'm thinking. I think it's possible that we embedded.
Trouble on my left, trouble on my right. I've been facing trouble almost all my life. My sweet love, won't you pull me through? Everywhere I look, I catch a glimpse of you. I said it was love, I did it for life, did it for you. Will I come to pass?
So that was about the idea I was talking about, crossing the creek. And let me play just a last video here because I want to know your opinion about this. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, it's gonna take 1 minute. It's gonna take 1 minute. Well, no, I'm having trouble. But this one is cool too. What do you think about this? Maybe Richard Allen is not talking. So remember this this video. What do you think about this?
I know that it'll all work out. What makes you so sure? Hey, I've only cracked the first 3. They'll never get done. We are safe, encrypted beyond the reach of God. Do not give them the key, man. Under no circumstance do you take any of the bullshit deals that they offer. You deny.
What do you think about that? Maybe Richard Allen is scared, and he's not supposed to talk. Maybe they are other actors there, and I don't know. He just he cannot talk about the other people. And anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop here, and we'll try to make a couple of lives this week or in the near future. I think I'm starting to master this software. According to your feedback, the audio was good, the image was good. I'm able to put some videos and some images here. Also, I know that I can invite some people because in the last streaming, Simon called and we had a nice conversation here. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, and see you next time. We are only 14 people here, so I'm gonna say bye-bye to every one of you. Aries Fire, thank you so much. See you next time. Coventina, thank you so much. Sinclair, thank you so much. Kelt, thank you so much. I think Ernesto, I don't know if Ernesto is still there. Thank you so much, Ernesto. Nice to see you here. Simdal, of course. Who else? Deja Vu, one of the best. Derby, thank you so much. And okay, sorry if that was cheesy, but I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys, Coventina and Carol. See you guys. Thank you. Ciao. Bye-bye.